We're going to fight over a pig today. Good afternoon. So we go over stories from time to time about people keeping pets, and the pets get out and they're exotic pets, and they like the monkey that bit someone a while back. That was terrible. And then there's the boa constrictor. Like exotic pets are, I don't know, maybe a problem, maybe. But when you get an HOA involved, it just adds to it. And our story today is about an HOA that filed suit against someone that had a pot-bellied pig and how that turned out. So let's get to the article. It says Vietnamese pot-bellied pig is a pet, can stay in its home, the judge rules. Well, that's good. Anyway. It says a Vietnamese pot-bellied pig will get to stay with her owners after Warren County Common Pleas Court adopted the magistrate's decision that determined the animal was a household pet and not livestock. That's good to know. In the 5-page decision filed late Tuesday, the judge says he found no error in the law in Magistrate Paige Crossley Tate's determination that Arnold Ziffel is a domesticated animal and that is regularly kept and fed by the members of the household inside the house and is in every way treated as a companion animal as opposed to a livestock or utility animal. I would have said it was clear from the testimony that Arnold was a domesticated animal, house-trained, much like the family dog. Arnold is not kept by the defendant for any other purpose other than as a household pet. There was no evidence that Arnold was being bred, marketed, or raised for food. And then the quote is, for all intents and purposes, the defendant's pot-bellied pig, Arnold, is a domestic household pet, therefore not in violation of the Country Brooks CCR's covenants, conditions, and restrictions. It was adopted April 21st, magistrate's decision in its entirety, and overruled the County Brook Homeowners Association's objections. He also agreed that the HOA should pay costs. Going back, it says the couple purchased the female pig in November of 2018 and named her Arnold Ziffel after a pig featured on the television show Green Acres. Arnold has a bed indoors, just like the Price's Siberian Husky Jacks, and also spends time outdoors in their large fenced yard. The Country Brook Homeowners Association filed a civil suit February 1st against Richard Lee Price for keeping a pig at his home, and we don't need to get into where he lives. The HOA also claimed that the violation of keeping livestock on the property has caused and will continue to cause irreparable harm, damages, and expenses to the HOA and its members. It says Price and his wife, a Vietnamese expatriate, later countered with a federal civil rights lawsuit claiming that the pig is a pet, one that is traditional in Vietnam and an important part of that country's culture and heritage. In her decision, the judge wrote that the parties do not contest that Arnold is a domesticated animal. The resolution of this action turns on whether she is a household pet. Household is defined by Webster's New World Dictionary as all the persons who live in one house, family, or family and servants. A pet is an animal that is tamed or domesticated and kept as a companion or treated with fondness. She said that the defendant's keeping a Vietnamese pot-bellied pig on his property by the common ordinary definition of the terms used in the HOA's declarations and covenants does not breach his covenant with the Homeowners Association. And then in their federal suit, the couple alleges that they are being discriminated against because housing rules were amended after the defendants learned of Catherine Price's nation of origin. So there you go. That's what these people are dealing with. That's what these people, the joy of living in an HOA. They're going to come at you for your pig. I don't know if you saw the pig, but a pot-bellied pig is not like a huge pig. It's a small pig. I don't know where page came from. Anyway, I have some thoughts. I have some questions. Wanted to go over them with you. Let's see what we got here. So, one is, why is the HOA involved in looking after a pet pig? Does it really bring the value of the neighborhood down? Does the pig make noises like a barking dog would? It just seems like a stretch on the part of the HOA. Like, of all the things the HOA could be complaining about, okay, like they picked this one. does any reasonable person think that a pot-bellied pig would be classified as livestock? I mean, maybe if you're breeding them, but even then it's a stretch. I mean, who looks at a pot-bellied pig in the backyard and says, that's livestock? So, and I was curious, like, how far did this HOA filing go? Was everyone on board with this plan to go after the owners of the pot-bellied pig? Were they given proper legal representation by their attorney? I mean, this is going to cost the HOA money that could have been used to harass other members of the HOA for the wrong flag or sign that is not the right size. The HOA also, and this is a quote, the HOA also claimed that the violation of keeping livestock on the property has caused and will continue to cause irreparable harm, damages, and expenses to the HOA and its members. And just explain that one to me. How is keeping a pet pig going to cause irreparable harm, damages, and expenses to the HOA and its members? The only thing I can think of is by causing the pig owner to sue you in court. And then there's another quote. In the federal suit, the couple alleges they are being discriminated against because housing rules were amended after the defendants learned of Catherine Price's nation of origin. And that will be interesting. What other housing rules were amended, and what were the amendments that were changed? Like, what are you doing? I'm just curious to see how bad of a job the HOA did. In my humble opinion, an HOA is designed to help with neighborhood harmony. You're not going to have harmony when you go after someone for having a pig, a pet pig, and then if you're doing things that are discriminatory, on top of that, that's not good. That's not good HOA governance. From the outside, it seems a bit petty. I mean, if the pig was attacking people and generally being unruly, I could see reasons for the HOA to get involved. But in this case, there doesn't appear to be an issue with the pig attacking others. And no one's arguing that the pig is dangerous or attacking people. And I did get to a certain point, though, in my thoughts. It's kind of a strange argument to say that because the pig does the same things that other pets do, it's a pet. For example, if you had a horse and it acted like a pet, could you keep it? I mean, this ruling gets really weird if you take it out to its furthest extent. If you built big doors and let a rhinoceros roam your house, does the ruling still stand? I just wanted to say rhinoceros. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, to me, what seems to happen is this. As a buyer's agent, I'll go and we'll go to a particular neighborhood, and the buyers will say, I really like this location. I really like the house. Let's put an offer. And then during that, I'll put in a document that says you need to disclose, the owners need to disclose anything, or it gives a copy of the covenants and the restrictions. And so they'll do that, and then we'll look through them. And I've noticed most buyers don't even read them, really. They don't even care. Because when you're trying to buy a house, you're not thinking about, down the road. So that's what usually happens. But then I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what good it like. Here's this situation. So let's just say the potential buyers went and asked if they could have the pig. If that counted, would that have made a difference? I don't know. It's a bizarre thing to me. It's the way things go, though. It's the way things go. Now, is this a big ruling for all pot-bellied pigs across the United States? I don't know. It's nice for this particular pig to live out its years at the house. But I just thought that was interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have an exotic animal? Is it against the HOA? Is the HOA coming at you? I don't think I'm anti-HOA. This was a stretch. I like to point out when things are just a bit of a stretch. I mean, we had that one story in California where it was that bird that made that terrible noise all across the area. It was keeping up people awake at night. And that, now I can see where that's an issue in the neighborhood. I can understand that. But this pig, like, who reported them? Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'll catch you on the next one.